Guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EIK WM France deck G4 G5 game with V, Sabosh, and Scooter. I was yelling at them in the lobby before the game because none of them were reading and responding to chat, which was really annoying. Really annoying. All right, let's look at this first pile. All these occupations are pretty bad. Probably the best might be Trailblazer, Veggie Lover. I like Prosecutor, but I guess its power is pretty bad, so I shouldn't take it. Unicycle Driver is interesting, but it's pretty hard to make work. I'll take Trailblazer here. Ooh. Oh, wow. Ninja is great. Child Psychologist is great. I really like Stone Sculptor. Getting Grain Speculator back would be fantastic. I like playing lots of occupations, so I really like Child Psychologist, but how do I pass Ninja, right? Ninja is just amazing. This pick, I like Smuggler with my Trailblazer. Zipper Maker is an interesting card. Child Care Worker, I don't really like passing Child Care Worker to the Child Psychologist because they can basically pay a wood to play the occupation, which is a pretty nice conversion. I'm going to take Smuggler as support for my Trailblazer. And then this pick, oh man, Contract Builder, wish that card was banned. I could take Surf here. Surf, so with Trailblazer you want to be sowing a lot, so rather than plowing, so Surf could actually be quite nice. Either converting grain to vegetable once or twice, and then also getting extra grain so that I can bake on that space, for example. I'm thinking about Unicycle Driver here, just because I could link the sow space with something beside it, just to get a little extra value. Prosecutor to build the clay and stone oven, get those big major improvements, especially because with Ninja I don't need to do start player early on. Yeah, so I'm thinking Unicycle Driver or Prosecutor. Those are my two picks. Let's go with Prosecutor. Prosecutor gets me stone. And then this pick. So Quarryman with Smuggler lets me turn a wood into 2 food each harvest, which is not really that good. I'd rather get grain. It lets me convert grain into two food at any time. But yeah, that's not really all that good. I don't want to do Dentist because Smuggler is already going to take away some of my wood. I think I'm going to take Pastor here. Maybe I get a card like Lighthouse in the draft. That works well with it. And I'm going to want to take wood a lot. And I'm not sure about Chemist. I'm not really crazy about Chemist. Cook, though, Cook is a little more interesting, but Cook is pretty weak. Grab Chemist. You want to take cards that feed you early in the game. Cards that feed you late in the game are nowhere near as good. Because it's difficult to feed early, but pretty easy to feed late. Absinthe is awesome. I love Absinthe. Backyard Well is awesome, especially with Prosecutor. But Clay Hut Extension with Prosecutor is just perfect for me. Because I can build a room and save resources on it and do it on start player, and yeah, it's just like the perfect card for me. And then this pick, Cherry Orchard is an option. Kudzu is always interesting, which is Dance Ground is always interesting. I'm probably doing a 4-room stone house or a 4-room house. I don't know if it'll be stone. So then if I do 5 fields or 5 or maybe 7 fields with 4 pastures, I don't think I need Witch's Dance Ground. The question is Kudzu. None of these are really that good. Lamp Oil, I like Lamp Oil, but I don't think it works for me in this game. I think Cherry Orchard would be a fine pick. Especially because I want to sow anyways, so the drawback of Cherry Orchard is a lot nicer than normal. None of these are that good, so I'm going to take Ceramics. Now Ceramics kind of is a little lower in value with you know what, I could do Alms. Nah, I think this is fine. Ceramics is fine. I could do Passing Miner Alms. I could do Stone Weird because free point with Prosecutor. So Machete, yeah, Machete is unbelievably good. And actually Machete with Cherry Orchard, yeah, Machete is really good. No, I don't need grain bag. I'm not going to go on the 1 grain space. Corn on the cob is an option, especially because it's passing, but Machete is really good. I got Backyard Well back. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love this card. And then this one could be anything. I don't mind taking Woodsaw here because I passed her, but the thing is I have Ninja, so I probably want to use Ninja to get the first family growth without doing any work for it. I could do Kudzu. I could do Feed Pellets. Woodsaw, Kudzu. Actually, Feed Pellets might be playable with Cherry Orchard plus Machete, but let's grab Woodsaw. Woodsaw is like the game has totally not gone my way. That's the backup card for that, and then Alms, definitely. Most definitely Alms. So I start last, but I don't mind. 3 wood is really good for me. Wow, Drawing Genius from Sabosh. Drawing Genius lets you play major minor improvements when you use the most recent round space. So I wonder what he's using it for. So occupation came back to me. So I think I just play chemist here. Chemist is how I'm going to feed myself through the early part of the game. How I'm going to pay for my occupations. I should look at machete. See if people have decided if machete works with cards. I have to imagine it would have been. What move is this here? This move could be anything really. I can't start player. Don't have anything. I guess I could start player cherry orchard. Yeah. It sets me back on my benefactor, but that's probably fine. And grab to read. Okay, back to me. So I could play another occupation. There's not really that much on the board, so I'm gonna get my surf out of the way. Sabosh playing Raft with his drawing genius on the one sheep space. That's kind of fun. It looks like I'm not going any worse than second next round, which I'm happy about. And I get 3 wood, and there's a pretty good chance I get 4 clay back. Actually, no, Sabosh is probably taking the clay, isn't he, for his drawing genius plus. Yeah. Sabosh going on fishing, okay. So yeah, I should get 4 clay back. Because I think Scooter, well, depending on what Scooter might not have an occupation to play. Storehouse keeper, sure. Grab 4 clay. V playing that first fireplace. So I'm hoping to use 2 accumulation spaces next round so I can chemist twice. It's 2 wood accumulation spaces that I want to use, which if I keep sitting in first place should be pretty easy. Here's Politician from Sabosh. Politician, very classically fun card. Especially powerful with the building resource space, or with the Reedstone food space. And then Writing Desk from Scooter. Alright, this is a pretty good start. I get 4 wood. Man, perfect. Place a clay on that space there for 2 food. Oh, Sabosh took my my clay. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. I will, if Traveling Players gets taken, what I'll do here is I will go on the I could play Occupation Smuggler here and convert 2 wood to 2 grain, or I can plant a wood on Cherry Orchard and get a grain from Surf and eat that. Those are kind of my 2 options. Question is, do I need Smuggler if I'm gonna surf a bunch? It's kind of my thinking. Let's do this. So my chemist just was a little too late, unfortunately, but that's not a big deal. Sposh plays Occupation Peasant, so there's his combo with his Writing Desk. So he's going to try to play a bunch of major improvements with Politician, Drawing Genius, and Peasant. So I'm guessing Scooter took Hut Builder over Ninja. Since Sabosh complained about a weak pile, there's no way Sabosh had Ninja in his pile. Alright. Scooter plays Occupation Made. I'm going to build a room, and then second action, take wood. Oh, V playing Occupation Child Psychologist. Oh, I should have, yeah, of course. I passed it. It was definitely going to be the next pick out of that pile. I should have assumed that. I wonder if V doesn't have any miners to play. If 3 wood comes back to me, I'll grab 3 wood. Ooh, Scooter playing Animal Pen. Okay. So he's got 3 food per round for the rest of the game. Oh, he's not doing it on Reno. He can't afford to Reno, right? Doesn't have any clay. So I'll grab 3 wood and put a clay on the 1 wood space for 2 food. So the nice thing about Chemist is it lets you turn clay into 2 food more often than once per harvest, because you're taking wood more often than you're taking clay, or then you're having harvests early in the game. Now the counter to that is the clay that you're paying is becoming available to your opponents, but it's also becoming available to me too, so I think it's okay. So I'm gonna start player with this move. There's no need for me to play my ninja if I don't need to, so start player machete here. What's the text on machete? Sabosh playing the fireplace on the 1 stone space. Oh no, he's doing it on major minor. Okay, he doesn't want a free stone with that. On my turn, I want to chemist again. So I can put I can do that and then put that, say, any other building resource accumulation space. So the stone, for example, but I think Sabosh might go on the 1 stone space. So I should put it on, I'll just put it on the other clay spot. That's fine. I would have liked to have been able to go on I would have liked to have been able to go on something that gives me 2 stones so that I could play backyard well here. But it's not in the cards for me, I guess. And V can absolutely family growth. I could ninja here. I could take 6 wood and then ninja onto family growth. But I would rather save my ninja for like a good plow so late in the game. I'd much rather do that. V plays occupation merchant plowman. Interesting. And he's playing the joinery right away with it. Oh, it's a minor improvement. Hey, that works out nicely for him. That's fun. So he plays merchant plowman and then immediately builds the joinery. So I need to get one food. I could go on fishing or I could chemist on the 2 wood space. Or I could surf again. I think I'll just do fishing is fine. I need to get a little ahead. Like I've just been barely scraping by. I need to get a little ahead so I can start playing my occupations. So feed 5. So this is a really good start for me. Ninja is a fantastic card. A lot of the times you see people use Ninja to get the first family growth when they wouldn't have it otherwise, but I got the first family growth with only one start player action, and so that means all my opponents, they're going to have to use a start player action as well. And then the other thing is that I can save it now for a late game. I can jump onto Plow Sow like round 14, or I can jump onto, Reno Fence or anything that I need. This is a really strong position to be in. I'm a little sad that the other players aren't playing more. You know what though? I've just gone through my family growth queue. Now the other players are probably going to play 1 or 2 minors. So I'm going to let them do that, and then I can play my Prosecutor, and then my Prosecutor can activate on my clay hut extension and my backyard well and stuff. So looks like Scooter's renovating here. Renovation plus clay oven. Looks like he clicked on pottery originally, but then realized he only had 1 stone. I would have liked the clay oven. I really would have liked the clay oven, but not an option for me, it looks like. So first action 4 wood, otherwise 3 stone, 4 clay. Got lots of good stuff that I can do. Ceramics is still in the cards for me. Yeah, it's still an option for me to ceramics into free pottery. V playing Stone Weir. Sabosh going on Reedstone Food again. I guess he's looking at building another room. He'll build a room with his second action. So I want to play my Trailblazer at some point too. Oh, I can machete wood. Plus, and that gets me a vegetable. And 4 woods available. I think he only went on green once. He went on green twice, did he? Okay. I guess he does have Storehouse Keeper, so. Let's put a clay on some other space, so the 2 reed space. Yeah. So probably my next move is 2 reed, 1 clay, and then 3 stone. And I can do something like that. Sabosh building the well here. This is a little greedy by Sabosh, because Scooter is going to now build a room, which forces Sabosh to first action family growth. If it was me, I would have considered... Oh, I guess he got a vegetable, so... So I'm going to do 3 stone. And then I'm going to do start player. Thing is, I don't really have an improvement that I want to play. Okay, I'll just take the clay, take the wood, that's fine. And I'll put the clay on one of the clay spaces. I actually need to get a couple clay in the next round, so, or a couple clay soon. So yeah, I'll put 1 clay on here. Get another 2. Yeah, my Trailblazer, I should have played my Trailblazer already, but getting lots of good resource actions is good as well, so I think it's fine. I want to make sure I get an... oh, and the clay oven is still... What? Scooter just totally screws the board up whenever he plays. Why is the clay oven sitting here? He's got it on his farm. Ugh, that guy. So yeah, I need I can save 2 clay on Clay Hut Extension with Prosecutor, but I need to play Prosecutor, of course. So I've got a couple actions that I need to do. I think this move is 3 reed, 1 clay, but then after that I'm looking at Trailblazer and do I want to sow again? I could sow again, get an extra grain. That would put me ahead on my grain. So get a grain, sow of wood, which I'm gonna harvest all of with machete. Maybe I should have done that last move round instead of taking 3 wood. Although I don't really want to give V a 6 wood action, not with his Merchant Plowman. That would be not so good. So we've got Walrus Hunter here for V. So this is why he really needed a cooking hearth. I'm gonna make the clay oven go away because Scooter has it on his farm. And someone's just gonna take it and be like, hey, what? It's there, why can't I have it? Good. That's a nice move for me. Sabosh saying that Scooter should have taken the 3 reed, 1 clay. That's a pretty good move, pretty good action space. V plays Occupation Burger Flipper. So he's going to start, his last move will be to go on fishing, get a cattle and a boar, which is a lot of food. A lot of food. Also, cheap occupation is occupied, which makes my Trailblazer come later. Do I sow here? I think I sow. JJJ plus grain. And then I guess my last move could be stone oven. Just to make sure. Although it would be pretty sad of me to build the stone oven when I have Prosecutor in hand. Now the reason I would play stone oven here I want to take clay with my first move next round, which means I don't want to take wood. So I'm going to take wood here. Oh, but if I make that clay tile too good, someone else is going to take it. You know what, we're gonna kind of gamble here. We're gonna gamble that Scooter decides he doesn't need any more clay in his hand. He also needs to family growth. So, yeah. Um, Sabosh putting the oh, he's talking about absinthe, putting absinthe on occupation. Yeah, I'm hoping Scooter recognizes that he needs wood. Because I need that clay. I need that clay super badly. Alright, good. Start player first move? What? Okay. That's weird. I agree with Sabosh on this one. Very strange. So I want to play contract builder. No, not yet.